Hello, fellow teacher. Have you noticed how hard it can be for students to start working together, especially at the beginning of the school year? I know I have. I've actually spent a lot of time exploring this. And in this video, I'll introduce you to one of my favorite activities to help students get to know each other and feel more at ease in a new group. My name is Laura Jääskeläinen. I'm an educator from Finland, now working as a facilitator and coach in group dynamics and team development. But I wasn't always an expert in these things. When I first started teaching in 2008, I knew very little about group dynamics, let alone that I could actually intentionally influence the social dynamics of my classes. But I did notice all the issues. Collaboration was difficult. Students struggled to focus. There was restlessness I couldn't quite explain, and sometimes even exclusion and bullying. I taught middle school for 13 years, health education, biology, and geography. And during that time, I began trying out different interactive activities with my 13 to 16-year-olds, and I started to notice a change. Students began talking more equally with different classmates. They became kinder to each other. Teamwork got easier. More students raised their hands. And they were more willing to participate. And it was easier for them to concentrate on learning. I was fascinated and couldn't quite understand what had happened there. So I dove deeper into group dynamics and realized that when students look each other in the eye, see one another's expressions, maybe even share a laugh, when they see different sides of each other, get to know each other, that's when trust begins to grow. And that's when psychological safety starts to form. And once that grows, participation, collaboration, and focusing on learning all become easier. These epiphanies made me want to spread the message as widely as I could. So here I am making YouTube videos. And I even ended up writing a book about it. So far it's only in Finnish, but the English version is on its way. The activity I'm about to share is especially useful at the start of the school year, when the group is just coming together. Students may feel nervous. They don't know each other yet. They don't know if they can trust each other, or if it's safe to be themselves. And as a teacher, you have a power to help them break the ice and start building connections. This activity is called Hand on Shoulder. And the aim is to help students notice who else is in the group, start feeling that feeling of we're all in this together. We all belong in the same group, and we all matter here. Here's how it works. Tell the students you'll soon ask them to gently place a hand on the shoulder of someone in the group who fits the following descriptions. The first is, place your hand on the shoulder of someone you've met before. Second one goes, who's the newest acquaintance to you? Third, someone you've talked the most with. Someone you've talked the least with. And finally, place your hand on the shoulder of the first person you met in this group. It could have been a long time ago or just today. If someone has met everyone for the first time today, they can choose the first person they noticed or saw. Then invite the students to try to remember how and where they met that person. Give them a moment to share the memory in pairs or small groups. And after a while, you can invite them to share their stories with everyone. It does work best if at least some of the group members have met each other before. But if you have a different kind of situation, feel free to change the descriptions if needed. In every activity, it's important that everyone feels safe. When the students have control over how much interaction they're ready for, it's so much easier for them to join in. If a student says, I don't want to do this, I normally say, no worries. You can sit over here for now, and you're welcome to join whenever you feel ready. After a few rounds, when they see it's safe and even fun, they often end up participating. They just needed a moment to see what kind of environment this is, and I think that's more than fair. You'll find the full instructions for this activity on my new website. There's a special resource section there, which is a growing library of tools to strengthen group dynamics and connection and student well-being. You can download PDF instructions for this activity, and at the beginning of the school year, you'll probably want to do other get-to-know-you activities and name games too, so you'll find a few of those on the website as well. And there's more to come. If this video resonates with you, go ahead and hit like. And subscribe if you'd like more ideas like this one. Also, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What's your favorite activity for the beginning of the year? Have a great start and see you in the next video with more activities for your classroom. Bye now.